Documented woman, originally from Mexico, and former Republican Senator Rick Santorum. People continue to talk about it this morning. Watch this.
I actually earned a degree in mechanical engineering. I have a career in the technology sector. I stand to lose all the work that I've done if the new administration decides to end DACA, which is the program that allows undocumented individuals like myself to have the ability to work. I'm going to be removed from the communities that I've contributed to so much. How would you advise somebody like me for planning my future and what lays ahead?
Most people in America feel is that you've been given a tremendous benefit by being here in this country. You have the ability to go to any other country right now and apply those wares and be successful, and then reapply to come back to America if you so choose.
All right, joining us now is that young woman, a so-called dreamer, brought to the United States by her parents when she was 7. We also have Elizabeth Vilchis is her name. We also have Scott Seitz, a 2-time Obama voter who voted for Trump this time around, and his wife, Dorinda Seitz, also a Democrat, but who did not vote for Hillary Clinton. So we'll get into all of that. Great to have you all here. You guys were terrific in the special, all of you. I know this isn't easy stuff to talk about, and we appreciate you talking about it so publicly. Elizabeth, what happened after that moment with Senator Santorum? What happened during the commercial break?
I think I needed to take some pause and step away for a moment. It was definitely an emotional moment. I think one of the things that really stuck within me is just him saying that I was given an opportunity to receive a lot from this country. But the thought that came to mind is that I've given so much, and this country has received so much from me, and it was something that I think just was not acknowledged at all. And so I took time to really take a moment and not let that get to me, but really just focus on the conversation. Because you were having an emotional reaction
after he said that. I mean, he also said, well, go to any other country. What did you think of that? I mean, I don't know if that's practical advice or even possible advice, but what did you think when you heard that?
I was very disappointed. I mean, I've built a reputation in my community. I have strong ties to my community. To just like get up and go, it just shows a lack of consideration. And for me, it's like, yes, you know, I can go up and build a career anywhere else at this point. I think I've learned a lot. I've struggled a lot, and I've learned to make, do, and contribute wherever I go. But I think that just shows just like no appreciation for what I've contributed.
I mean, also, you just to be clear, you were 7 years old. You were brought here through no choice of your own. You didn't know you were undocumented until years later. You have always believed that you are as American as anyone else. But it was really interesting to see all of that play out. Did you take away anything that you will change moving forward from this conversation? What can you do, since you didn't feel that you got your question answered?
Well, no, I just feel like he didn't acknowledge what I've contributed. It was something that just was kind of an oversight in the response that I got. But I enjoyed taking part of the conversation. I had a conversation with a supporter of the other aisle who in the beginning wasn't comfortable with my case, but was very supportive afterwards. And so I think just presenting the story and hearing people about how they feel is something that was really valuable that I took away.
Okay, Scott and Dorinda, you guys are lifelong Democrats, but this time around, you, Scott, voted for Donald Trump, and you, Dorinda, sat it out. How did Hillary Clinton lose you, Dorinda?
She didn't clearly give me the reasons to vote for her, and I think actually they're both of their negativities against each other just made it to where I could not consciously vote for either one of them.
It turned you off?
It turned me off. So much that when a commercial would come on, I just left the room, I couldn't listen to it anymore.
Scott,
too negative.
Understood. I mean, you're not alone. A lot of people felt that it was too negative. Scott, what was it? How did the Democrats fail you?
I believe that they concentrated more on the special interest and the working class, the blue-collar worker, the United Auto Workers, United Steel Workers. We feel that we are the ones who put Democrats in office. And for her to come through and completely forget about us, it was very hurtful.
When you say completely forget about you, what could she have done?
Not only come to the Valley, but see what we have as far as our infrastructure goes. We have a lot of areas that were very mill-oriented, United Auto Workers. And in my area, United Auto Workers, United Steel Workers are a big part of our area, and everything trickles down from that. She was more concentrating on special interest groups, and she completely forgot about the blue-collar worker.
You mean like there were more cultural issues that she was talking about and not just manufacturing? And
Exactly.
And what do you think Donald Trump will do for you?
I believe that his speech on creating more jobs, the lower taxes, the higher tariffs, that actually helps small businesses, which is me. I'm certainly hoping so anyways.
Do you think that factories will reopen and that manufacturing in your area will come back?
Well, that's the problem. A lot of the places in my area have not only closed, but completely been torn down. So we have a lot of empty land.
So where does that leave you?
That's why we're here. We're trying to get some help for the Rust Belt area. Over the last 20 years, we've had about 70 major companies in the entire Rust Belt area that have completely closed. And we need to stop the bleeding.
Dorinda, what did you want Hillary Clinton to say? What were you looking for?
I was looking for clearly her policies, what she was going to, it wasn't clear to me. As a special ed teacher, I like things to be given simple, straightforward, and she was too busy battling with Trump than letting me know what she is going to do for us.
You guys were in the audience last night. You saw the exchange between Elizabeth and Senator Santorum. What did you think of that? What do you think of his position versus hers?
I didn't like his position versus hers. I said each person should be looked at individually, and each case, you know, it should not be a blanket. You know, everybody's, you know, here, they can contribute to our society. They should not be, you know, if you're a criminal, yes. I think they should be looked at differently than somebody who's being a productive person in society.
What did you think, Scott?
I think it would be horrible for this young lady to have to leave our country. She came over here at 7 years old, grew up with family and friends, a very productive position for herself. She's a fantastic young woman. I can't imagine her having to leave the States. I would like her to stay.
Thank you.
That must make you feel good. We really appreciate all of you sharing your lives and your personal stories with us. We know that it was emotional and not easy, but thank you for coming forward and talking about all of this. We will check in with you all throughout the course of this coming year. Thanks so much.